Yo, Grand Rising, everyone. I pray that everyone's doing well on this beautiful day, wherever you are in the world. Today, I wanted to talk about the power of prayer. I know some of y'all, including myself, have come from a religious kind of background. And, there's a certain connotation about prayer being a plea or a begging to some, godly force to fix our lives in some kind of way. And as such, a lot of us have moved away from prayer. And so I myself have also moved away from prayer many times. And I think I came to a different understanding of what prayer is in my life right now, because I start to realize that everything we do every day is a form of prayer. Every word that we say, every action that we take, even how we speak to ourselves internally is a form of prayer. And it is asking those energies to come to us, and at times even giving the energy to others as well. So when we speak about others, whether good or bad or however, positive or negatively we speak about others, we are also sending energy to them. We have to realize that our potential is much more than what we give ourselves credit for. That the word sound has power. And so it is suggested that we articulate ourselves correctly and be very precise about what we say and what we do, because that is the prayer that we are giving out to the universal forces to orchestrate themselves in our lives and in the lives of others. Being in this reality that we live in, sometimes we are dealing with higher and lower forces. Not to say something is better or worse. It's just sometimes we give away our energy to things that are not in the best interest of our soul level. Of course, we're all here to learn lessons, and everyone's at the right place at the right time to learn whatever lesson it is that they came here to learn. So, it's not a form of judgment. It's not to say you're higher or lower or anything like that as something is better than the other, because everything's at the right place at the right time. Now, the power of prayer, from what I understand now, is when I speak to that part of myself that is beyond time and space, that is beyond situation. And sometimes we call that the soul. Sometimes we call that, our higher self. Everybody has different names for that particular part of ourselves. But there is some part of ourselves that is beyond the tangible, that is connected to the 99%, as some would say. There is a spiritual essence that is beyond the physical essence. Even though physical is part of the spiritual, it's not to separate anything. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. But it is creating a relationship between ourselves at this particular time and space with something that is beyond time and space. So I urge everyone to utilize the power of prayer to be able to create that relationship consistently, and to refine how it is that we orchestrate the energy in our lives to better serve our path and to actually create a better life for everyone around us. Because as we live in this world, it is beneficial that we reveal more light into every interaction that we bring. And, as all of you all probably, have seen many, many times, we get so stuck in the mud of, the swamp of what's going on in our lives that we sometimes don't necessarily reveal light. We end up pulling others into the same mud that we find ourselves stuck in. And I've realized that the power of prayer is not to plead for some outside source to come and fix our lives, but rather to align ourselves to a higher place, or actually to align ourselves towards the biggest potential, the highest potential that we have within ourselves to do what we came here to do in this world, and to be the best version of ourselves. So I hope that helps in some way. This is the Evolutionary coming to you live and direct from this beautiful place right here. Keep checking in every week as we come together and share this beautiful wisdom with all of y'all, and to help us become the best version of ourselves that we came here to be, constantly evolving, constantly evolving, constantly evolving. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you soon.